You wake up on a bed of frost-covered pine needles. There's no sound, no cars, no voices, not even birdsong. Just the low groan of distant wind moving through an endless forest of giants, their trunks frozen in time, their branches heavy with snow. You open your eyes, but the light stings. The air is thinner than you remember, sharper. Every breath cuts. Every second steals heat from your bones. You're barefoot. You're wearing nothing but a cotton shirt and thin jeans. Pointless here in a time when survival doesn't care what year you came from. The Ice Age has no mercy for time travelers. You try to stand, but the cold has already sunk in. Your fingers don't respond the way they should. They tremble without control, like they've forgotten how to be yours. Your breath rises in thick white clouds. You scan your surroundings, but there's no trail, no sign of life, no clue how you got here. Just silence and snow. The trees stretch for miles, ancient and indifferent. This isn't just a different place, it's a different world. Somewhere far away, something howls, a long guttural sound, not like a wolf, deeper, slower. You don't know what it is, but you know this much, it's hunting, and you're the easiest thing to catch. You need fire, you need shelter, you need something sharp, anything, but you have nothing. No tools, no phone, not even shoes. The cold is already slowing you down, dragging you into its rhythm. Your skin starts to sting, then go numb. That's not a good sign. That's your body beginning to die. You move. You don't know where to go, but standing still means freezing faster. The snow crunches under your feet, every step a bite of pain. You try to remember what you know about survival. Something about building a lean-to, something about drinking from streams. But those are YouTube tricks meant for weekend hikers, not this. Not this kind of cold. The wind picks up. It's like a wall slamming against your face. Your lips split. Your eyes water and freeze. You think you see something ahead, a clearing maybe, or the edge of a cliff. But you're losing focus. Your body is using all its energy to stay alive. That means your brain is starting to dim. You're thinking slower, reacting slower. That's when the mistakes begin. You stumble down a slope, land hard, and for a moment you don't move. Just lie there, waiting for your heartbeat to slow, trying not to cry. Because crying would make it worse. The tears would freeze on your face. And once you start feeling sorry for yourself out here, you're already gone. The sky begins to darken fast. In the Ice Age, night doesn't ask permission. It drops like a hammer. And when it does, the real predators come out. Somewhere behind you, you hear movement. Not wind, not ice cracking, something deliberate. The sound of weight shifting in snow. You freeze. So does the sound. You move again. It follows. You're not alone. You duck behind a fallen tree, your breath ragged and loud in your ears. The silence returns, but it's heavier now. Watching, waiting. Whatever it is, it's not in a rush. It's done this before. You're not its first kill. When night falls, it's like the sun was never real. The temperature drops fast, 20, maybe 30 degrees in minutes. You find yourself crawling under branches, pressing into the snow, trying to block the wind with your body. You can't build a fire. You don't even have flint. You try to remember what ancient humans used. Maybe rocks, maybe friction. But your fingers won't let you try. They're stiff, red, nearly frozen. You don't want to look at your toes. You can't feel them anymore. You close your eyes for just a moment too long. You wake with snow covering your chest. You didn't mean to fall asleep, but the cold seduces you that way. It slows you down, lulls you into quiet, into surrender. You stand up slowly, legs shaking. The sky is black now, stars so sharp and clear they look fake. You wonder how early humans survived this, how they raised children here, hunted, built, fought. You realize then just how much we've lost. Not knowledge, but toughness. They were made of stone. You're made of comfort. In the distance, firelight flickers. Not yours. A camp, maybe. Maybe people. Maybe warmth. You stumble toward it, breath catching. It's further than you think. Every step drains you more. You fall again and again. The wind screams through the trees now, and so do you. just to hear your own voice, just to fight the silence closing in. But no one answers, except the growl. Closer this time, heavier. You crawl the last 100 feet toward the firelight, but when you get there, it's not a camp. Not anymore. Just ashes, bones, drag marks in the snow. You're too late. Whoever was here is gone, or eaten. You don't know which is worse. You back away, heart thudding, brain foggy. You whisper to yourself, keep moving, but your legs aren't listening. You drop, sit, collapse. The wind howls again, this time closer than ever. You don't even turn. What's the point? In the final hour, you no longer feel the cold. That's the worst part, not the pain, the comfort. Your body gives up and it feels like peace. That's how hypothermia kills, by convincing you it's okay, that you can rest now, just close your eyes. But the Ice Age doesn't care about your peace. It only knows power, hunger, and silence. And in that silence, as your breath slows and your eyes close, something moves behind you, fast, silent, ancient. You turn, but it's too late. You awaken, not in warmth, but in firelight. Not your own. The pain in your body says you're still alive. Barely. Your hands are bound with sinew. Your vision blurs and clears in waves, and what you see doesn't make sense. Shadows moving around you, speaking in low, guttural tones. Faces smeared with ash. Eyes that have never known electricity, screens, or safety. You've been found, not by animals, but by people. Ice Age people. A figure kneels beside you. Their skin is rough, weathered like bark, their face painted with ochre. They press a wooden bowl to your lips. The liquid burns, broth, thick and gamey. You cough, they laugh. But not with kindness. More like curiosity. Like you're a strange bird fallen from the sky. You are not one of them. Not by 1,000 generations. Yet you're here. They don't know what to make of you. Around you, the camp flickers with orange light and animal hide tents. The air is thick with smoke and musk. Skinned carcasses hang from trees. Spears are stacked like firewood. Children play near the edges, barefoot in snow, immune to what nearly killed you. A woman sharpens a bone blade against stone, not even looking at you. You're no threat. A man older than the others approaches. He carries a staff wrapped in feathers and claws. His voice is deeper, and when he speaks, they all listen. You don't understand the words, but the meaning is clear. He points at you, then at the forest, then makes a slicing gesture across his neck. They're deciding what you're worth. You want to explain yourself, but language is a wall. You point at your chest, say your name. Nobody reacts. You try to stand, but your legs collapse under you. The old man steps forward and presses a hand to your chest. Then he points to the fire. A test? A ritual? You don't know, but you're not left to wonder. Two men grab your arms and haul you to your feet. You're dragged from the warmth, past the camp, into the frozen woods again. The same woods that tried to kill you hours ago. They push you forward. Point. Leave. You're being given a second chance, or a second death. Alone again, but not unobserved. Somewhere out there, they watch. You walk, shivering, deeper into the dark. Every branch crack sounds like teeth snapping. Every gust feels like the breath of something stalking. You remember their eyes, alert, unblinking. They live in this terror, and they don't flinch. You flinched. You come across an animal track, massive paw prints the size of your head. The snow is disturbed. Something big passed here recently. You should run, but you're too tired, too slow, and too aware that running makes noise. Then out of the trees it appears, a short-faced bear. It's taller than any man, nearly twice the size of any modern grizzly. Its fur is matted with old blood. Its breath steams in the air like smoke. It sees you, stops, and sniffs. Your legs won't move. Your body forgets how. And then you hear it. A whistle, sharp, fast. A spear cuts through the air and slams into the bear's shoulder. It roars. Another follows, then another. From the treetops, the tribe. You fall back into the snow as the bear charges not at you, but toward the threat it can smell. Toward them. Their trap. Minutes pass, then silence again. You don't move until a boy, no older than 10, drops down beside you. He looks at you, grins, and tosses a raw piece of fat into your lap. Food. Your hands shake as you eat. They've accepted you. For now. The next hours blur, walking back to camp, the bear dragged in pieces by teams of grunting men and women. Celebration. Fires grow, bones crack, meat hisses on stone. You're handed more broth, more strange roots. Your skin burns as circulation returns. You've made it through a full day. But survival isn't just a moment, it's a mindset. These people live on the edge of extinction every hour, and they wear it like skin. Night becomes morning. A pale sun rises, cold and useless. You've slept on dirt, wrapped in hides that still smell like the animals they once were. You wake to the sound of sharpening stones, gutting blades, arguments over kill rights. The old man watches you from afar, not with trust, with calculation. You're tested again. They hand you a stone knife, press a strip of frozen meat into your hand, and gesture to the woods. You must learn. You must gather. You must take part, or be cut loose. You walk flanked by two silent hunters. Their eyes are sharp as their tools. They move like ghosts. You trip over roots they don't even notice. You grab at branches they slip through. One of them stops, bends down, scoops up rabbit scat, and sniffs it. He grunts, then gestures. Something is near. You don't see it at first. Then it moves. A massive elk, alone, injured. They spread out, signal to you to stay still. But you want to help. You move, step on a twig. It snaps. The elk bolts. The hunters glare at you like you just slapped their mothers. You've failed. Back at the camp, nothing is said, but the silence is thick. You're not trusted anymore. The boy who once fed you now keeps his distance. The woman sharpening the bone knife no longer looks your way. You're the outsider again. The cold returns, not just from the wind, but from their eyes. That night they leave you nothing. No food, no blanket. You huddle in the dark, your breath shallow, your muscles aching. You hear the drums, the chants. They're celebrating something, and it's not you. In the dark, you think about your world. Central heating, grocery stores, warm showers. You remember it all, but it's useless here, meaningless. A new sound joins the night. Footsteps. One of the hunters, the silent one. He tosses you a fur, doesn't speak, just nods once. A gesture, a crack in the ice. You're not one of them, but you might not be nothing. And in the Ice Age, that's more than most.